Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow six-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezalira.
This is the Wings Mobile Detailing Podcast, where we talk about business and automotive detailing. This time, we're finally here with Arsalan in Virginia Beach on the phone. How you doing, man?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. A little tired, but feeling good.
Does it make you feel good? So today, the podcast, we're talking about that 75 hard challenge that we've been presenting for quite a while now.
Yeah, man. It's something that we picked up from Andy Frisella, and we've been doing it for a little while now.
Yeah, we're not too far along, but we can already tell. I know that when I finish this challenge, dude, it's gonna make me feel unstoppable.
100%. Yeah, he created that challenge just because of that. It's supposed to help with mental toughness, help with confidence, help with just being super committed to something and sticking to it. Yeah, man, we kind of started and have already failed once or twice because it is a hard challenge. And he even says that. He says, most people will fail a couple times. But I know, which makes it a lot more enjoyable. If you do finish it, it's going to feel so satisfying and you're going to feel like you can do anything.
That is the actual main part of this challenge, is the mental aspect of it. Guys, like anybody who is willing to get to this challenge, and there's going to be two types of people. Those who's going to go through the challenge and see, the steps that it requires and feel like it's going to be easy because it sounds easy. It sounds like there's 5 simple steps to complete. And there are those types of people who are going to see it and you're going to think, okay, that's so easy to do. That was kind of my mentality, man, until I got to doing it. And just like Andy Frisella says it, because Andy Frisella is the guy who created the challenge. And we're definitely going to go over what these 5 points are. And whomever wants to really get deeper and see, more in detail about these 5 points, they can listen to Andy Frisella's podcast. But right now, we're going to give our perspective as we are from a second hand, not Andy Frisella himself, how we feel middle of the way. Obviously, we're far from being finished. We're far from being in the middle of the way, but I can already tell, dude, I feel tired every day, but I feel good. It makes me feel like, dude, I don't want to stop doing it. It's so hard. Like every time I wake up early, because it's part of my power list, what I have to do every single day, but it makes me feel like, okay, I got to get up because of this challenge.
Yeah, it's starting to take a kind of toll on me a little bit, but obviously I'm not going to give up. You're supposed to get tired. The challenge is designed for that. You're going to get tired. It's going to be hard. But it's the commitment aspect that's gonna come into it, and like you said, it's once we're gonna list the 5 things that have to be done, most people are gonna think that's not too bad. I could probably do that, and you probably could for a day or 2 or 3, but
exactly,
it's so hard to keep it consistent and keep it going. Yeah, you and I started it 2 weeks ago. Yeah, around 2 weeks ago or so. And
I already started from day one because I failed one of the tasks, one of the days. Which, dude, I already had to start from day one.
That's the hard part. Like if you do everything right, if you do the other 4 points right, and you mess up on 1 point, you're going to have to start on day 1. Doesn't matter if you're on day 70, even if you're on day 74, and you do one simple thing wrong, start from day 1 again. And it's discouraging, but that also makes you not want to give it up at all. Because once you get a few days of momentum in, you try your best. It doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter what's going on. If you're having a bad day, you're still gonna want to get it done really badly, just because it's so hard to keep starting from scratch like we have. But we're gonna keep going at it.
The challenge makes a push. So this is what this challenge is about. Like we've been talking about 70-day hard challenge. What is this about? So pretty much, guys, this is you're gonna have to accomplish everything that you put on your power list, and there are some rules to it. There are more that you have to do aside from those things that you have to do it, but you have to do it every day. It's not about working out. It's not just about body workout, although it is intense because part of the challenge is working out every day, but it's getting everything on your power list done every day. No bitching, no excuses. You have to do it. Part of the challenge, and at the end, like it's gonna make you feel unstoppable. And the reason I say that is because it's more mentally. Like we're doing it every day. It's so easy to set a target, to set a routine. Okay, I'm gonna work out every day. Most people just say and I used to do that a lot. Oh, I'm gonna work out every day. A week goes by, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm doing 3 times a week, 2 times a week, or I'm gonna make this call every single day. And I started doing for a week, and then a week goes by and I'm not doing it anymore. The nice thing about this challenge, and it's going to make you do everything. You're going to have to do everything. It's going to create in your mind such a mental toughness that it's going to get you on that routine of greatness, of feeling good to yourself. You're not trying to get admiration for anybody else. It's to yourself. And you know what I'm talking about, right? When you do it like to yourself, it's the best thing. That's how you acquire like the most happiness and feel most accomplished.
Yeah, at the end of the night, when you're feeling extremely tired and you have that one thing left, and you knock that one thing out too off of your power list, it feels so satisfying, because you kind of haven't pushed yourself that far before. And you realize that you've put a lot of mental limits on a lot of different things in your life. Like you mentioned, going to the gym for a couple days and then stopping. You stopped because of some excuse, right? You stopped either because, I'm tired, I need a rest, or today's a really busy day, I can't go to the gym. Once you start this plan, you'll hear yourself giving yourself excuses, and that's the neat part. You realize. Oh,
that's so true, man. That's so true.
Yeah, you kind of realize that you've been kind of lying to yourself all along to stop yourself from.
You're just giving excuses, yourself. Like just like being a little bitch and not accomplishing what you have to do. It's just like, let's say the working out part. I have to work out every single day on the challenge. And most people, I'm gonna set this goal, I'm gonna do it every day, but they quit. But with this challenge, you know what you're working for, and you know that if you don't do it, you're going to start from day one. And bro, a lot of times on me, like when I had to go there in Virginia Beach, and I had to stop by over there and come back home to Richmond, and the gym would close by the time I'm back because of traffic. I was like, dude, bro, I'm going to stop by there. Is there a gym over there? Because the gym, I have to hit the gym. Among other things, drinking the gallon of water, or everything, whatever you have to do on your power list. And once you start like doing those things, you're going to start like feeling fulfilled, and you're not going to want to stop. And as a consequence, there's inevitably, it's going to work towards your finances, towards your own happiness, like you feeling fulfilled because you know you're getting everything done. And this is the way, when you set the challenge, when you're part of this challenge, to get everything done, and know it started from day one. Those days that you're tired, that you're like, man, I have so much to do. I have a lot of things more important to do. I can't just leave everything and go to the gym. Because of the challenge that you're in, that's going to make you do that. That's going to make you actually get up and do what you have to do on your power list or whatever it is, part of the challenge.
There's so many benefits to it. Yeah, like you said, you become a lot more productive, and you get that mental aspect of just pushing through like tiredness. For example, today, if I wasn't doing the 75 challenge today, because today was a hard day. Like I wouldn't have done a lot of the things that I already got done today. Woke up at 5:30, went to the gym, and then today was a really hot day outside, and did 3 cars out in the sun, feeling completely exhausted. But my power lift wasn't even touched yet. So when I got home, I still had to read. I still had to like do my power list, the 5 things on my list. And
bro, I think that's like
I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't doing the 75 challenge. I would have said, wow, today was such a long day. I woke up really early, didn't get much sleep. It was a hot day. I need rest. And I wouldn't have done any of this. Yeah. But I'm here still doing it 4 hours later. Like I would have been in bed by now. But that's the neat part. Like the amount of productivity in it, like you put in a couple hours more every night versus if you weren't doing the 75 challenge. And over the 75 days, the 2.5 months, you get so much more work done. But every day you're kind of pushing yourself to get that much done. So that's where the mental aspect comes from it. But you get so much more done. Like that's, if you just put in a couple more hours every night, that's 200 more hours that you put in 2.5 months versus someone who didn't. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of productivity, and that'll go towards your health, finances, just everything, every aspect of your life. And he goes over all of that in his podcast.
And he does, yeah, he does also. And that's such a great point. Like what I'm feeling now, I'm still on day. Technically, we started over, obviously. So but we passed a week, 2 weeks in this challenge. We haven't gone over 2 weeks. I haven't personally gone over 2 weeks. But from this perspective that I have, and I have the discipline, I know there's no cutting corners. If you don't do something in one day, we're going back. And that's what we did. We went back. Yeah. And that's so true. One point that you brought forth was that sometimes you're tired. And in a normal day, when you set a little, routine for yourself, I'm going to do this every day, but I'm tired. It doesn't make sense for me to do it. It really doesn't make sense for me to do it. So I'm not going to do it. This challenge, like there's zero excuse to not get those things done. And you have to do it regardless of what it is. Even when you freaking had diarrhea in the client's house. Are we bringing that up? We're bringing that up. Yeah, I already did. So you better finish. You better go ahead and tell the story.
Doesn't it suck that like I was on a good run with the challenge, and
so before you say it, let me just say it. Part of the challenge is to drink a gallon of water a day.
Yeah. So that's one aspect.
Little thing, but it's one part of the challenge. You got to do it. And what happened to that diarrhea?
so you have to do a bunch of stuff, and then you have to drink water as well. I did everything else. I did my workout. I did everything else on the list that we're going to go over. Yeah. But when I couldn't drink water just because it was all coming out. And it just would, and for me being outside detailing, it just didn't make sense for me to keep doing that, because then I would be annoying my client every 30 minutes. So that was a fail. So I had to start from 1, and it wasn't a choice really. It wasn't really an excuse. It just didn't make sense to do it. So I kind of had to start from day 1 again.
You had to start from day 1. That's part of the challenge, because you would be there. Because it's zero excuse, there is no cutting corners. Because that is the mental toughness about it. It's completely the opposite of how average people take their life. Average people, they would be like, oh, okay, no, it's fine. I'm not going to do that, and it's fine. But no, this challenge makes you go back to day 1, because that's unacceptable. It makes you out of the average mentality. And no cutting corners, no excuses, and that's where the part of the mental toughness comes from. And it wouldn't make sense, right, bro, for you to be at client's house. Technically, it wouldn't make sense and be like, can I use I have diarrhea. Can I use the restroom?
Exactly. Well, like you get sick, you do anything, you have to try to push through it, or else you're going to have to start from day 1, and you'll realize that you just don't want to start from day one. So you'll do everything that's on your list. Isn't that amazing? Like, how often do you actually get to say, I have a long to-do list. I have to do all this stuff, and I actually got it done. Yesterday I got it done. Today I got it done. The next day. It's so rare to actually say I've done all this stuff consistently throughout the days, throughout the weeks. Yeah. It never happens, but with this, it happens. Do you want to walk them through what the aspects of the challenge are?
Yeah, let's do that right now. But I just wanted to say my favorite part that my biggest take that I got from this challenge to myself is the part that I feel good when I'm exhausted, and your mind gets exhausted and tired because you have the power to-do list that each one has their own individual. Working out every single day, the gallon of water, it sounds simple, but your mind will get exhausted, even your body. But that's my biggest take from this challenge that I take it to myself positively, is because when I feel tired, I feel good in doing those stuff. When I feel like, imagine your full day gone by and you have to go to the gym. Normally, I would feel tired and I would really go to my bed and lay down. Yeah. But this makes me feel good to get up and go even when I'm tired, even when I'm working out exhausted. This makes me feel good to be there. And the challenge makes me want to do it, which is simple, but it's definitely effective. And you guys may already know the benefits that you're going to get from it, aside from a fulfillment and happiness from you accomplishing your tasks. Yeah. And yeah, so so 5 points that we do have here, and hopefully nobody gets a diarrhea like you did, bro. But there's still gotta drink that water. I don't know. Do you think Andy would drink that water, man? Has a diarrhea.
Probably. I think he's just so focused on getting it done that I think he's unstoppable when he gets into that. Into that groove. He just goes at it.
You just feel afraid of losing or not doing it and starting from day one. And I think that would make him want to drink that water. Remember when he woke up, he said he was having a dream. He was on day 50 or something out of the 75 day. Yeah.
Yeah. And he had a dream that I think he said he almost drank alcohol, which is a no-no, in this challenge. And he thought he was having a sip of it, and this was in his dream, and he woke up completely scared.
He woke up desperate, he said in his podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, and do you know how hard it is to go 50 days doing everything right and maybe taking a sip of alcohol, and you have to start from day one again? That's the
awesome thing, man. It gives you the aspiration not to want to fail.
Right, you catch on such a great momentum at that point that I feel like even after the 75-day plan is over, this stuff kind of becomes a habit. It becomes part of your daily routine. Maybe you won't do it as intense, and maybe you won't do it all in the same day, but you'll still hold on to a certain aspects of it, which is a great thing. You're gonna incorporate that into your life.
Yeah, totally. I'm drinking water right now. In fact, I don't want to miss that gallon. and it may sound.
I finished mine at 4 p.m. Man, you need to catch up.
Dude, I'm definitely finishing before today.
For me, I have to get it over with like early in the day, just because I'm so scared of not like crunch time at night. That's why I wake up extra early for gymming, and that's why I drink most of the gallon before noon, and I try to get the reading done in the morning, but usually ends up being at night. But it's not. Yeah,
it's funny because that's so true. And for me, the water is not much of a problem.
Yeah, for me either. Like being out there detailing is just it makes it pretty easy. A lot of times I actually go over a gallon, just because it's hot out there right now, but just doing it consistently. I still have to keep
track. Yeah, I still have to keep track. If I'm working from home, I still have to I have the gallon next to me. But what is the hardest part to me that I found, bro? And there always is. It's still like difficult to keep track of the water, but it's not like my mind is in there because I'm building a discipline that I don't have to think about it anymore. That's
Right.
what's awesome about creating this challenge. Not like, oh, my mind's gonna be towards the water. No, you're building this discipline so you don't have to think about it later. And it's because you're gonna do it constantly. For me, is waking up in the morning. You know, I had to wake up was it 2? Yeah, 2 hours earlier than I normally do. That is the hardest part. That every day I want to like, oh, dude, I just want to sleep for 1 more hour. And normally there's not much stuff holding me not to sleep more because I'm not a morning person, dude. But after this challenge, I know that I cannot pass a minute when the alarm clock goes off at the time that I set it up. And this challenge makes me want to get up because I'm so afraid of going back to day one. And because I know the benefits it's going to bring out to me if I continue with this challenge and I don't want to stop. So, but water hasn't been too much of a trouble, but there are other things that it has.
Yeah. I think for me, it's been the physical aspect of being outside working and at the same time having to work out during the day. That's been taking a toll on my body a little bit. But also the hardest part would probably be the not doing part, the not cheating a little bit here and there, you know, like the not eating that extra thing, like a cookie or something like that. That's been the hardest. Like I see something and I really want it and I have to talk myself out of it. That's been the hardest part for me.
And that's the whole thing around this challenge, is the small things. That's of you not doing the small things, of getting that discipline, because it's easy for you to say, oh, let me work out, I'm going to work out, I'm going to do it. But there's those little things as like drinking a gallon of water. And there are the 5 things. So do you want to go over the 5 things or what they are, bro?
Yeah. So the 5 things are, you have to
Number
gym.
1 would be diet. Oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
I'm reading from the list.
No, you're fine. I wasn't going in order, but we can go in order. So it's 5 things, but you also have to, before I go into what the 5 things are, you also have to do your power list. The power list is your things to do for the day. Your work, like answering emails, your following up with clients. It could be anything. It could be anything that you need to get done that day.
Yeah. So to give a simple, I think, explanation on the power list, it's not just your schedule. Those are things that you have to do for work, whatever. If you have kids, I mean, you give them some time.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to put on the power list that I have to do to grow success. And for example, in our company, so we are Wings Mobile Detailing. We're franchise. We're both have our own location. We're a franchise company, and we have, to run a company, we have those things to do, post on social. We have our schedule to do, clients and, whatever a company takes for you to do. And you make your power list, and whatever you have to do, you must accomplish those things every single day. There's no skipping. There's no one task that you can skip from it. And with our franchise, for example, here in Wings, right, bro? Like, I think we've built such a... Oh, shit. Hold on, bro. There's a spider here. Just 1 second. Shit. Oh, fuck, bro. What the fuck? There was literally a huge spider on my desk.
Come on, man. What are you, scared?
It's not on my power list. I got it. But as I'll say, like, let's go back, bro. My bad.
No, you're fine.
That's so we have, like, in our company, we've built such like a culture. Us as like Wings Mobile Detail, on how we are growing the company. We have zero excuse. We know we're not like little bitches. We give zero bitching, zero excuses if we do not accomplish something. We know that, oh, hey, it's not because of that. It's not because of this. It's because of us. Like, we have zero excuses, zero bitching. And that makes us feel, that will make you feel responsible for everything. Everything's up to you. And when you have that in your mind, that everything that happens because of you, not against you, you're gonna feel like you can do anything, you can dominate because you know you have control, and this challenge is gonna build the mindset to you as well. But yeah, on the power list, you gotta include everything, whatever you have to do. Make the power list to you the things that you know you gotta do. Make it simple, but it's gotta be effective.
Yeah, I just get it done, and you'll see that over a short period of time how much more productive you've been versus your old self. But yeah, but besides the power list, the 75 challenge is different. It's a challenge for your mind, for your body, but again, mainly it's a mental thing. It's you pushing through your mental limits. And there's 5 things that are in there, and they may sound a bit simple, but trust me, once you get into it, day one might be easy, but it'll only get harder and harder, just because inconveniences will come up, bad days will come up, just life will happen, and you won't want to do it. But the 5 things are, so you have to diet, and it doesn't have to be a hour diet or anything like that. It's a diet depending on your goal. If you're trying to lose weight, your diet is going to be different than someone who's trying to bulk, someone who's trying to gain a little bit of weight here and there. It's you have to pick a diet and stick to it, and absolutely no cheating for 75 days. And I don't mean a cheat day. I mean not even one M&M you can take in, or else you'll have to start from day one.
Don't matter what day it is. It can be a freaking Friday night, Saturday.
Yeah.
If somebody invites you to a party, if you like, I'm having family over from Brazil, and they invite you to a party to eat cake. If your diet is to lose weight, and and they offer cake, or you have to do something in a party, that's it, man. You got to be with your mind there. There's no like, oh, it's okay this time. This is what the challenge is about. For you to no excuse, no cutting corners, absolute zero excuse. You go to a party, no drinking. You do what your diet. Now, if your diet is to drink, fill your face up, but that's nobody's diet. So that was a joke, obviously. But my diet, for example, is my diet's to eat, because my diet is to eat a lot of protein, because I need to gain weight. My goal is to gain weight, obviously with the workout, which is the second part, but mine is different. And number 3, right? Number 1, power list. Number 2, the diet. Number 3, workout every single day.
Yeah, every day, and inside and out. 45 minutes. Well, he didn't say about being inside, but you definitely have to be outside for at least one of the workouts, just to teach you that conditions don't really matter. Even if it's raining, even if the weather is kind of bad, and you don't want to go out, you still have to go out and do your 45 minutes outside, just to teach yourself that conditions will never be perfect. Things will never be exactly the way you want it, but you still have to get it done. And
as Andy says, it can be tornado outside. That doesn't matter. Go
as
do
long
your
as it's
workout.
not dangerous. Yeah, as long as you're not, there's not a
like a nuclear
outside.
bomb.
Yeah, as long as you're not putting yourself in danger, then then you have to go out and do it. There's no excuse.
But even if there's a nuclear bomb and you don't want to work outside because the nuclear bomb just went off, I mean, you're starting from day one regardless.
Exactly.
Obviously, I don't think your worry would be about the challenge more. A nice example, bro, that I'm getting from you is like you're going to a 12-hour drive, right, to whatever city that you're going to.
That's what I was gonna go over. It's a 26-hour drive, and I'm flying to Texas next week, and then we're driving back. So I have to figure out how to do my workouts. And I'm gonna do it. Like I'm definitely gonna do it, but.
I'll freaking pay you for hookers if you accomplish it.
I'll have to adjust.
Up in the way.
See, the thing is, like, drinking water and being on a diet, I don't think will be as hard as convincing my friends to stop for me to work out on the way. Let's say on like Tennessee or Georgia or whatever. I'd have to just pull aside and go work out. Yeah, it's gonna be hard with people around you. 26-hour drive, man. That's a workout in its own. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill someone in there. I swear to God, dude. It's three guys in a sedan, and just driving for 26 hours is gonna be tough.
Yeah, stop on the way, man. Stop on the way.
I have to. Yeah. Yeah.
Number 3, which number 4 actually is the gallon of water. Simple. Drink 1 gallon of water a day, and just as Andy says it. Oh, I'm just, Andy says it this way. Oh, it's just a gallon of water a day. It's so easy to do it. If you're saying that, freaking do this challenge for a week. And let me know, and then you have the right to say how easy.
It's so inconvenient because you have to use the bathroom every 30 minutes. It's so annoying. It's easy to drink it. It's hard to deal with.
You're saying with or without the diarrhea?
With both. Without it too. You have to spend a lot of time in the bathroom. At least I do. I don't know. I might have a baby bladder.
I don't know, man. I go every hour or two now.
That's still a lot. That's still a lot. That's still annoying. But it's actually healthy for you. So that's something that you should continuously do for the rest of your life. Honestly,
that's why it's in the challenge. 100%.
Yeah. And the last thing is you have to read. And number 5, and you have to read. And it can't be some bullshit book. It's got to be something that's going to help you. It's got to be something that's going to help you in life. So for me, for example, I'm reading
How to Kill Godzilla. No crap like that. It's something that will make you better.
Yeah, I'm reading a book about how to train my dog, but that doesn't count. So I have to read another book next to it.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That's a liability. Let's not go for that.
Yeah.
No.
Talk shit about my dog one more time, man. This is serious stuff.
All right, let's get serious now. Let's get serious. So
I'm reading Monday Morning Leadership right now. It's a leadership book. It's a good read. It's actually pretty easy. I was gonna bring it to you so you can read it too. But it's something. So it doesn't have to be entrepreneurship, but it's got to be something in regards to self-development. And you got to do 10 pages, and not just skim through it, not just flip through it really quickly and say, "Oh, I finished." You actually have to read it very carefully and closely, and you have to just grasp everything you're reading. You can't say, okay, 5 minutes later I'm done. It's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to take notes. You're supposed to actually take a point away from it and apply it to your life. And
that's so true. And those are the five lists. Make your power list. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to go into more detail with it and just learn more about it, I think we were pretty clear about it. It's pretty straightforward. But Andy has this episode on the MFCEO podcast. It's called 75 Day Hard, I believe. Yeah,
75 Day Challenge. Yeah, and he's the top. Andy Frisella, as you all may know, he's the top listened to podcast in the world. Number 7, but number 1 in business. So he's pretty well out there. But this is our take. This is our take as a second second person talking about how we're feeling, midway through not even midway, man. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm not giving the credit to myself that I don't deserve. But still, as a personal experience, the first week that you start, first 3 days, even 4 days, you're going to feel like, oh man, I'm getting it. Yeah, I'm going to wake up at the time that I have on my power list. I'm going to do my diet gym every day. A Saturday and Sunday is going to go by where you used to not work out, and you're going to work out. You're going to feel good. And it's like, when you start to get to the 4 or 5 day, when all that initial, I feel pumped to do it goes away.
Yeah,
those are the hardest days. Those are gonna come the time that you're gonna constantly get on your mind why you're not gonna do the task, make excuses. But that because of your inside this challenge, if you're gonna take it serious, that you start from day 1. It's a good thing because it's gonna make you not want to stop. But man, the first 5 days you're gonna feel like, oh, I'm gonna do everything. Yeah, let's hustle, let's do it, like how everybody else does. But what really counts is finishing that 75 days. Once you finish the 75 days, you should be you know that this is a life-changing experience, man. Because if the first 2 weeks already feel like, oh, unstoppable, you already feel like I can do anything, like whatever problems come in the way, I feel like, okay, this is not a problem, I can go through it. It really gets you that thinking with this challenge. And we're only like 2 weeks in. Obviously we start from day one, but without counting that. So guys, it's a life-changing experience, because it's not just the 75 hard day challenge. It's going to count as a lifetime. You're going to build yourself a discipline, just like when you make your bed. You get in the habit of making your bed every day. You know there's no one day, like it's automatic to you. And so this is going to be an obsessive challenge for the 75 days, but then it's going to be automatic. If you accomplish with zero excuses and actually doing the shit, actually drinking the gallon of water, then that's when you're going to get those results of feeling unstoppable and build the discipline.
Yeah, just do it. You're probably gonna fail. That's the probability. You're gonna fail, and but just start it over again, and it feels really good. I mean, you're gonna be tired every day, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah,
and
totally.
that's it. Yeah, I mean that's it. It's pretty simple, but it's hard.
It's simple, it's hard, but it makes you feel. You're gonna feel good. Yeah, it's not just about. It's not like a simple workout routine. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna get your power list done, everything done. And guys, again, and that's how we're doing as a company. We're both franchisees. We're doing it as a company. We already had the mindset in our company that we're all constantly thinking about expansion, about growing, self-development. And when we heard about this challenge, whoever is in our team knows how good this feels. Whoever is in our wings team. So, and I'm sure you guys can accomplish the same thing with the help of this challenge, 75 Day Hard. And follow us everywhere for you guys to like see how everything is going. We're on Instagram, Wings Mobile Detailing. We don't sell chicken wings, but we do detail cars. Could be our new slogan, man. I'm glad I killed that spider. All right, bro. Thank you, man.
All right, man.
And
yeah, absolutely. This is gonna be pretty great. I'm excited to finish it. As you can tell, I'm tired, but I still have to do one or more two things before I go to bed. But that's the whole point.
I gotta do the Cardone University and read. So
yeah, I gotta work on that Google ad for a minute.
Yeah. All right, guys. So keep up. Subscribe to our channel if you'd like to hear more about, a lot of company tips. So every Wednesday we're posting new podcast. Thank you all and be great. And go do that challenge.
Deuces.